Actually, confidence interval also can help us to make a decision. Either the null hypothesis can be rejected or the null hypothesis cannot be rejected. When the reference value was not contained in the interval, lies outside the interval, it can be concluded that there was enough evidence to reject H0. Okay, otherwise means that when the reference value in H0 was contained in the interval, lies within the interval, it can be concluded that there was not enough evidence to reject H0. So, but however, hypothesis testing is more formal method for that purpose. Hypothesis testing is a systematic approach to test claims about the population parameter. Most of the time, we use a sample data to gain the information about population when the population under study is too large. Okay? Therefore, we estimate the sample statistics. In example, we use sample mean to describe the population mean. We use the sample proportion to describe population proportion. Then we use sample variance to describe population variance. However, sampling variability will occur in the data. Okay, when we estimate the statistics such as mean, proportion, and variance, the answer will be varied due to that problem. Therefore, we cannot claim that the sample mean is always equal to the population mean. Okay, so therefore we cannot claim that sample mean is always equal to population mean because of sampling variability. Okay. Hypothesis testing is the method for testing whether claims or hypotheses about population are likely to be true. So then let me discuss what is hypothesis testing. Commonly, there are 5 steps in conducting the hypothesis testing. Okay, the first step is a very critical step, which is state the hypothesis and identify the claim. Second step, compute the test value using the formula. The third step, we must identify the critical value by using statistical distribution table. Okay, and then after that, we can make a decision, either reject or fail to reject the null hypothesis. In order to make a decision, we must have clear picture. We must have the value in number 2 and number 3 because based on number 2 and number 3, we can make a decision. Then after that, we make a summarization that reflect to the real situation. So this is the 5 steps that we must follow when we conduct a hypothesis testing. Hypothesis is an inference about population parameter which may or may not be true. Okay? For each test, there are 2 mutually exclusive claims about a population which are null hypothesis H0 and alternative hypothesis H1. The null hypothesis, denoted by H0, is a claim about a population parameter that is assumed to be true. Commonly, the claim is referred to that there is no difference or there is no relationship in the population. The alternative hypothesis, denoted by H1, is a claim about population parameter that is assumed not to be true, which is contrary to the null hypothesis. Commonly, the claim is referred to that there is some difference or some relationship in the population. Okay, look at to the sign used in H0. Okay, that is less than and equal, greater than and equal, or not equal. So the equality sign. Okay, then non-equality sign is used in H1, larger than, less than, or equal. So for each test, there are 2 types of tests, which are one-tail and two-tail test. This is another one that you must understand. Alright, so what is one-tail test? A one-tail test, also known as a directional hypothesis, we specify the hypothesis either greater than or less than a certain value, but not both. Okay? A one-tailed test is a statistical test in which the critical area of distribution is only one-sided. If the statistical test falls into the one-sided critical area, the null hypothesis will be rejected. So I will show you the diagram later. Okay, two-tailed test. A two-tailed test, also known as a non-directional hypothesis, whereas we are not specific the direction of hypothesis. A two-tailed test is a statistical test in which the critical area of distribution is two-sided, include left side and right side. Now both, okay? Before this, either one. If the statistical test fall into either one of critical area, the null hypothesis will be rejected. So we must clear about the hypothesis either one tail or two tail. Okay, look at into the figure. Okay, so the left side is the picture of left tail. In the middle, this is a right tail. At the right side, that is two tail. Okay, left tail means that we shaded at the left area. Right tail means that we shaded at the right area. Two tail we shaded both area, left and right side. Okay, so the shaded area we call rejection region. Non-shaded area we call it non-critical region. Do you get it?